Hey guys, welcome back. It's been a little while. I know. You guys should see, look at my garage. Huh? We did a little cleaning up in here. I got a new drill press, new to me drill press. A new workbench. And it's a lot better than my other workbench. So I'm really excited to be back out here working on this stuff. I gotta get back on this car and get finished with it. But honestly, I don't even know what to do next. You can see I got the seats in it. I don't know, Clyde, what should we do next?
How about you fix that water pump of yours, huh?
Oh, fix the water pump. Pikachu, what do you think?
Yeah, what he said. I don't know about that.
I guess I'm gonna fix a water pump today. Hey guys, hope everybody's doing all right. I'm pretty excited to be back here working on this thing, and as old Clyde alluded to, I need to put a water pump in this thing. You can see why. Down there it's dripping, it's leaking water out, and oh, you can't quite see it from this angle, but it's leaking out of the weep hole. And anyway, I guess the water pump's junk. It's just not good. So yeah, you can kind of see it's on the bottom side in there. It doesn't matter. I need a tear in there, and I need to fix that, replace that water pump. I already got another one. It's not chrome, but it'll work. So I'm gonna bolt that on. Actually, I should go paint it first, tear this apart. That way when I go to slam it on there, it's painted and looks good. I should build a fan shroud at the same time. I'm probably not going to. Anyway, we'll get there. Oh, and I got to replace my lower radiator hose while I'm here, because that one has a little pinhole in it. And yeah, so this whole front end engine, or the radiator's coming off. I'm going to tear into this. First, I'm going to try to open this drain without splattering nasty, rusty water all over everything. The odds of that are pretty slim. All right, might as well get busy. Well, that's a pretty good win, getting that off of there. It could have gone a lot harder, taking it all off in one piece. And no, I didn't have to take that off to replace the water pump, but it sure is easier if I do. And I had to replace the radiator hose, and I think I'm gonna have to trim this motor mount a little bit more while I'm in there. And I don't think I'm gonna build a fan shroud just because I don't feel like doing it right now. So I'm gonna get busy here, rip the fan off, belt, loosen that up, drop all that stuff off. Let's get that water pump out of there. We can trim this guy up, fit our new hose, and should be well on our way to button it back up. But I'll be back in a little while once I have this torn down. Alright guys, I got her torn down. Let me show you what the damage is. Here's the bottom of the water pump. You can see what was leaking. Junk. Look how rusty it is in there too. Junk. Also, you can see right there, if it'll focus for you, there you go. You can see where I had a little pinhole right there in that radiator hose. Junk. Hate putting together new stuff that's junk. The bummer of this is, in all my buying, selling, and trading around for parts that I was stashing away for this thing, I had 2 chrome water pumps exactly like this. 2 of them. I just picked the best looking one. Sold the other one at a swap meet earlier this year. I think I got like 25 bucks for it or something, man. Ah, oh well, I'm glad I didn't sell the guy a bum one. Hopefully I didn't. Who knows? I guess that's a risky take. That's how I ended up with it. But, not going to be a chrome one going back on. I guess I'll take some of these plugs out. Put that in the trash. I don't know. You guys tell me. Can a guy rebuild that? Is it worth it? Worth keeping around? Don't know. Don't care. Got another one. Going to put it on there. So, the paint should just about be dry. I got to dig through my gasket kit. Find a couple gaskets. I'll stick them on the water pump so that it does just like this. When I take it off, mostly comes with the water pump. Slam that new one in. I should trim this guy up while I'm here. It's got to come out just a little bit more for that radiator hose. Clean it up a little bit. Yeah, and we'll stick this thing back together. I'm sure you guys all have one of these, right? Pile of gaskets. I actually slimmed this thing down a while back, down to almost nothing, and been rebuilding it. Look at that, first thing. There's my water pump. Hey, slow down. There's my water pump gaskets that I need. What else I got? Man, I got a set of head gaskets in here. Hopefully I don't need those anytime soon. Some awesome gaskets that don't fit with my tunnel ram intake. Some big block stuff, small block. Man, I got all kinds of good junk. Anyway, keep focused. Put these things on. Get the car going. Alright. Alrighty guys, it took a little bit, but here's where we are. I got my water pump bolted back in. Looks good. Hopefully doesn't leak. I trimmed this guy down here. I've done better work with a cutting wheel, but there we are. Now my dilemma is I got to figure out how to make this new hose fit. Now granted, I don't even know what this hose is for, but it had a 90-degree bend and it's the right diameter. So I got to do a little figuring on where I need to cut it to fit on there and then come in and catch the radiator. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. Wrestle this radiator on and off a couple times probably while I do it. Hopefully I don't have to trim that motor mount anymore, but it should be, it shouldn't be that bad. I'll give it a whirl. You guys don't want to see me struggle. I'll bring you back when I'm done. Alright guys, I'm confident it's going to work. It's going to fit together anyway. See where trim my hose down, make it fit. I think I got to trim a little bit more off this end so it won't have a pinch there and shoot on there a little further. But everything else I think is going to work out. I just got to button it up, fill it with fluid, put my clamps on, because I forgot to put my hose clamps on before I put the bottom hose. But I think I'm going to have to call it for the day. Call it for the day because life's calling, and that's the way it goes. So I'll be back at it tomorrow. We'll button this thing up, fire it up, maybe pull it out of the garage. See you guys tomorrow. What's up guys? Back with you, next day here. Been working for a few minutes out here. I buttoned up my radiator and stuff, finish up this water pump project. I got to tighten that clamp, but I got my bottom hose on and everything tied in. There you go, you can see it's not touching. Maybe you can see that, hopefully you can. Hose is in, that worked well. I just hope it doesn't compress on me and flatten out and stop circulation, but we'll give that a shot. The next thing I got to do is right here, my catch can. So I had mounted this thing like this, because that's how the article I read did it, and it looked cool. Where this is my inlet right here in the cap, and then this outlet has this tube that goes all the way up to the top before it spits out. But it leaks out the cap. Go figure, right? My epoxy didn't hold. So I'm just going to flip it over. I'm going to make this my inlet as well. Same thing, inlet this time going down, in the tube all the way down to the bottom, and then this is my overflow if it overflows my tank. So in theory, I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me some different stuff. In theory, this is supposed to like suck some of the water back into the radiator. I don't know if that works or not, but it's a catch can and I needed it, so I'm going to give that a shot. Flip that over, clamp it back in. It just clamps right in here next to the shell. And tighten my belts up. And this project should be done. So I'm going to zip it all up here and I'll tighten her down and then we can test fire and see how she runs. Alright guys, I think I got her buttoned up pretty good. You'll have to check it out and see. Belts tightened, return springs hooked up, hoses are tightened down. I even filled it up. It was not a spill-free procedure, so we made a little mess, but cleaned it up some. I think I need to fire this thing up so that I can open up the open up the thermostat so that I can fill in more coolant. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Alright, that'll do it for today. Thanks for checking it out, everybody. Hey, listen, you want to come back on the next one. It's episode 50. It's a pretty exciting one. Actually, I already have that episode done. It's when I bring in my new project. You guys don't want to miss it. I had a really good time with it, so hit the subscribe button, follow along, tell a friend about this. I sure appreciate the community we're building. Take care.